for lack of a better term, again, existential freedom. Freedom that we learn through experience. Because, at the end of the day, we know we're all born into this environment where we're bombarded by evil from day one, and we learn to imitate it so quickly, and our freedom gets diverted. This is the freedom which he sort of encapsulates in the notion of prohairesis, choice, free choice. Prohairesis has a very important implication for Gregory. This is the freedom that we are constantly having to sharpen and discipline. But it's very powerful. And if it's used well, it bears fruit in the virtues. Here's a couple of very striking images. In the life of Moses, he refers to Prohairesis as that power within us which enables us to give birth to ourselves. We're constantly rebirthing ourselves through the responsible use of our freedom. Which is, I think, Gregory's way of trying to say there's a certain creativity in freedom, real freedom, virtuous free choice, perfection. Therefore, just as when we are learning the art of painting, the teacher puts before us on a panel a beautifully executed model, or to be modern, a really nice PowerPoint. And it is necessary for each student to imitate in every way the beauty of that model on his own panel, so that the panels of all will be adorned in accordance with the example of the beauty set before them. In the same way, since every person is the painter of his own life, and choice, prohairesis, is the craftsman of the work, and the virtues are the paints for executing the image, there is no small danger that the imitation may change the prototype into a hateful and ugly person instead of reproducing the master form if we sketch in the character of evil with muddy colors. But since it is possible, one must prepare the pure colors of the virtues, mixing them with each other according to some artistic formula for the imitation of beauty, so that we become an image of the image, having achieved the beauty of the prototype through activity as a kind of imitation, as did Paul, who became an imitator of Christ through his life and virtue. What Gregory doesn't want to suggest is that freedom is just sort of this, he's talking about a model, a prototype. It's not just this sort of compulsory reproduction process. You see the good in you. It's not that automatic. It's more like painting. And the paints are the virtues. And in some sense, the final product is this magnificent montage of virtues. Kind of gets around in that sense that it's all sort of this rational process of figuring out what's good and doing it. Which is I think that's a way of Gregory trying to bring out the fact that real freedom is sharing in the creativity of God. And the other thing is he loves to talk about life in terms of experience. He uses the word experience a lot in his assembly. We learn through experience. We learn through grappling with real situations in which our prohairesis is being tested. And he highly values that process. This is the same guy, remember, who in his homilies on Ecclesiastes famously condemns slavery. And there are a lot of people who try to explain that away. It's not that. There's no Abraham Lincoln proclaiming the Emancipation Proclamation. But that's ridiculous not to give credit where credit's due. I mean, he points out, slavery is not a good thing because it makes ultimate compulsion. It's a complete annihilation of Prohairesis, right? That can't be good.